So this is our topic, how to enhance your skills as a virtual assistant. But before I answer this question, okay, let's talk about first, since most of you have no background in virtual assistants. So I will talk about first the meaning of virtual assistant and the virtual assistant duties, the types of virtual assistant, how much is the salary, how to enhance your skills as a virtual assistant, and where to find jobs. So after this webinar, you'll be able to know, or you will be guided where to go, what are the skills that you need for you to be hired as a virtual assistant. So let's talk about first the meaning of virtual assistant. When we say virtual assistant, it is a person who helps someone else, usually a business owner or a small business, with a variety of tasks from a remote location. So if we will compare this person to a normal employee, they are like an admin staff, or they are like a clerk or a secretary in the office. But the only difference is this person is working anywhere. That's why they call them virtual assistants. Okay, so do you understand now why they call them virtual? Because they're not working from the office. They can work anywhere, they can work from their home. Now, the question is, what does virtual assistant do? Okay? Ano yung mga trabaho natin as a virtual assistant? These are only the common, but there are a lot of skills in virtual assistants. First is calendar management. Okay, so sometimes if our job is general admin VA, the client will ask you to manage their calendar. So what does it mean? You'll be asked to schedule everything. Example, if they have an upcoming events, if they have an appointments, they will let you save those appointments through different tools. Now, it depends upon their tools, but mostly they will let you use Google Calendar. So if you are not familiar with that, with the Google Calendar, all you have to do is you go to calendar.google.com. Of course, you need to have a login, or you need to have an account on this, because you have to share this one to your client. Okay, so example, okay, this is my account, and one of my duties is the calendar management. So I save all the appointments of the client. So say for instance, last March, I have here save interview. Okay, interview with this host of this podcast, because my client is a podcaster. So most of the time, she will be interviewed by different hosts, or by a host. So for me, since I am her virtual assistant, calendar management, it's my duty to save her interviews, okay, through Google. So how to use this? Of course, you have to put a title. Okay, example, this is an interview with, and then what is the name of the podcast? And then after that, you have to choose the correct date, and of course, the correct time. And you have to check the time zone of the client. Now, you don't need to ask what's his or her time zone because there is already a Google. So at first, when you apply for a job, you should know, and first thing that you need to know is you have to visit their website. Okay, say for instance, this is the website of the client. Okay. And then you have to read their business. Yan. And you have to read the location, okay? Kung taga saan siya, so that you will know every time when you set a calendar or when you set an event, you will know the correct time zone. Okay? Dapat correct ang time zone para yung oras na sinet mo dito, tama. When you share this one to your client, make sure na correct yung time zone. And how to share this? You have to type only the email, and then you have to save it and then send. Okay? And then you can also add a notification here. So this is like an alarm clock. So this one will notify you. It depends on the hours and days that you have set here. So say for instance, you want to be notified 2 days before May 9. And then 1 day before May 9. Okay? Para many times siya magpa-remind sa'yo, para hindi mo talaga makakalimutan. Okay? So yun ang purpose. And then you can put a description. So if need na malalaman ng client na i-save mo yung link, okay? So you have to save the link. So to start on that, okay, you may example, you want to set the day, or example, okay, this one, tomorrow, okay? Double click, and then you have to choose the time, and you can also change the view here. So this is the day view, and then this is a week view, and this is a monthly view. Okay, then double click and then type the title, put a time or set a time. Now you cannot see the time here. You just click this one, find time, and then click anywhere, and then you can go back, event details, and then you can set here. Okay, and then again you have to set the correct time zone. So say for instance, your client is living in Mexico. Okay, so iset mo yun siya correct, para correct yung time once na i-save mo siya and send it to your client, and then put his or her email. And then after that, once you click on save, meron siyang mag-pop up, merong window dito na i-send mo ba or save. Okay, save in draft or send it. Okay, so that's calendar management. Okay, so what do you think? Is this an easy job or not? Easy lang, di ba? Easy job lang. So ang kailangan lang dito, dapat you have to take note everything. Kasi pag makalimutan mo, hala, meron pala siyang appointment, tapos nawala na siya. So magagalit yung client. So be organized as a virtual assistant. Now for me, I have a sticky notes. So I am using this one. And you can also use sticky notes here. You just type sticky notes. So hindi ko lang i-click ha, kasi makikita nyo yung mga logins ko nandun sa sticky notes. So once you use this one or you click this one, the sticky notes will ask you to sign up. Okay, so you have to sign up using your email, and then after that, You can use this one anywhere. So example, you are using sticky notes in this computer, and then you want to log in to the other computer, pwede siya kasi meron na siyang login. Okay? So, okay, try ko lang ha. So, if you are not familiar. So, mag-loading siya, and then that's it. Tapos, okay, so, yan. So, you can change the color. Tapos, may mga list din. Yan. So, you can see all the lists. Okay, ay! na ano na. So, that's my sticky notes. Next, we have email management. So this is very obvious, right? This is very obvious. You have to manage their emails. Now, for me, every day I am checking the email of the client. And then if there is a reply, because my task is to research some podcast, and then I will message them and I ask them if they are accepting guests. So every day I am checking the email. Yan. And it's my job to reply if there is a positive response. And it's also my job to set an appointment, okay, from the client to the host. Okay, so that's our job. And again, of course, how to manage your email. So if you can see some emails that are not important, then you have to delete them. And you can even create a folder on your email so that your inbox will be organized. Okay? Because we cannot avoid sometimes if example in the virtual world, nag-a-apply kayo ng trabaho, tapos natanggap kayo, may mga instances din na mag-double client tayo or triple client. So, depende siya kung makakaya pa sa ating oras. Okay? So, dapat you have to be organized. So, if you have the same task in different clients, then you have to group them or create a folder para hindi ka malito. Okay, so that's calendar management. That's email management. Now, next we have social media management. Now, how to manage your social media? Of course, the rule on this, you need to post at least once a day. Okay? Kasi may tinatawag silang SEO. Yan. So, ang SEO, that's a practice for them to be on the first page of the search engine. So, say for instance, if you will search virtual assistant training, okay, and here in the first page, you can see some websites. And number one is Udemy. Yan. Now, the client, of course, wants to be here. Yan. So, for them to be on top of Google, they need to post also in social media. And they will be on the next page if the VA is not consistent on their post. Okay, so dapat everyday mag-post ka. So ano yung skills na dapat nating pagtutunan dito as a social media manager? Now, if you are familiar with Canva, okay, so Canva is a free tool. This is very popular to the virtual world because most of us and most of the VAs are using this. Now, our task is to post in social media, right? So every day we will create a post through Canva. And this is very nice tool because this is free. Of course, there is a limitation because other tools cannot be used because we need to upgrade if you want to use other tools. But still, if you are using free on this, you can still create a post. So here, this tool is very good because if example, you will post or you will create a post in Facebook, you don't need to resize because it's already there. Okay, there is already a template. So say for instance, you will create a Facebook post. You just click that one and then so this is the perfect size for the Facebook post. And it depends on the design that you want to create because you can search here. So say for instance, you want to create post related to fitness because this is the business of your client. So you just search and then you can use their templates. So all you have to do is to change whatever on here. You can change the photos, just delete that one, and then you can upload the new photo. Okay, so you just upload and then locate the file. And then after that, you can drag it here. Okay, so that's for the new photo. Now, if example, you want to edit the design, okay, this one. Now, there is an element, sorry. So you can go to elements and then you can use other tools here, okay? So you just explore after this webinar. You can sign up using your email or your Facebook and then try to design because this is one of our tasks as a VAs. Dapat you know how to use Canva. So to put a file name, you just put there. So this is a file name, and then if you want to download, you just click share and then click on download. So if you have pages, example, you add pages, pwede din. And this is another design. Okay, and then you can go back to templates and then you can add another template. So how to use this example, if you want to edit text, you just select and then you can change the font, you can change the size, you can also change the color, okay, and you can even change the alignment. And this one is the effects. Okay, so if you want to put a shadow, you want to add animations, ganyan. And if you want to add a link, pwede din. And for the position, so example, nag-overlap yung text at saka yung symbol or shape. Yan. So, iselect mo lang and then you can click the position backward or forward. And this one is the transparency. So example, that one. So you want to change the transparency. So iselect mo lang yan and then drag it. Okay? So pwede kang mag-try dito. Now, if you want to apply as a social media manager, you need to have more samples on this. So create ka ng maraming samples. Tapos, isubmit mo siya sa client kasi client will ask you some samples during your interview. So, save this one in Google Drive. So, how to save that one in Google Drive? So, once you have already the file, so i-download mo siya and then you have the file and then you have to log in your email and then you can create a folder here. Just right click and then example, that's your sample designs, okay, in Canva. So that's the name of your folder and double click the folder and then upload the file. Okay, upload all samples that you have. Sample ganyan. So that's your samples. And then once the client will ask you send your samples, you just click that one and then click on share. Tapos, click this and then change. Make sure it's an editor, okay, para ma-open niya, and then copy the link. And then send it to the client. Okay? So, dapat, again, marami kang mga samples dito. Yan. Para mas madali yung application natin, para ma-hire tayo agad. So, may message. I'm specially, wow. Yan. So, parang Photoshop. Yeah, parang Photoshop lang siya. Pero, ano siya, simple Photoshop. Pero iba yung tools niya. Iba siya. Pero ang dating, ang output niya, para-pareho lang sa Photoshop. So, you can save here as PNG. You can also save as JPG, PDF, or you can even save as MP4. Yeah, so if you have applied some animations in your post, you can upload as .mp4. Okay, so explore on this and make more samples. And of course, you need to have a virtual assistant page. So in your Facebook, you just create fake page for your VA account. Yeah, or for your business, because VA is our business, right? So we offer services. So dapat you have a VA page in Facebook, and then every day you post it. You can also design your services. So say for instance, one of your services is social media management. So depende sa'yo kung paano mo siya i-design. So, and then you have to post it to Facebook. And then you can also share it to different Facebook groups in virtual assistants. So maraming mga clients doon. So I will show you on how to join virtual assistant groups later. Next, that's for social media management. So in social media, dapat creative ka. Ha? Hindi lang marunong kang magamit ng Canva or Photoshop, dapat you know the rules in graphics also. Okay, so make sure that the colors are contrast. So if example, if you have dark background, the text should be light, right? So do not blend your dark text to a dark background. So be creative in your design. So mag-practice kayo. And for me, since I'm not so creative, pumunta ako sa mga designs diyan sa Google. So example, Canva designs. Punta ako diyan. So example, purpose ko is hiring. Okay, hiring designs. Yan. Punta ako diyan, and then image. Then you can find some designs here that you can copy. Yan. So, pwede kang magawa ng ganito. Yan. Para maganda siya. Tingnan. And also, in Google, you can search color palette. Okay? So, color palette is a color combination. So, they will give you some ideas what are the colors that you can combine. Yan. So, say for instance, this one blue. Maganda siya combine sa ganito. So, hindi pwedeng kahit anong color. Dapat you have to follow the rules in graphics also. So, again, if you have no idea, you go to color palette template. Okay? So, that's it. That's for social media. Now, let's proceed to appointment setting. Now, this is like in calendar management. So, from setting appointment, you can put the date here. Diba? So, what is the skill that we need here in appointment setting? Okay. So, if you have a background in calls, if you worked before in BPO or as a call center agent, then it's it's easier for you to apply as appointment setter. Now, because most of the time, we will call their clients also. Because our client has clients, right? So most of the time, we will call their clients or we are calling their clients. So dapat you know how to talk or speak English, of course. So in online, number one factor that we need is communication. So if you are not so good in communication, then you have to practice on it. Okay? Kung kaya nila, di kaya din natin 'yan, di ba? So wag kang surrender agad na, ay sorry, kailangan pala 'yan ng ganyan. No, even us before may masyadong shy kami. Hindi kami confident, but since nagtagal kami sa trabaho namin, syempre, yung skill namin medyo na-improve na siya. So, same as yours, same with you. If you're not so confident now, then it's okay. It's okay. Lahat naman tayo nagsimula sa wala, di ba? So, dapat marunong tayong mag dapat i-enhance natin yung communication skills natin. Okay? So, you have to call them. Pwede ding mag-email. Okay? You can set appointments to their clients through emails. And then, after that, if they agree, then you have to save here in calendar. Okay? And then share it to the client. Now, if you are good in marketing, then you can apply as a VA here in online, as a social media marketing VA. So, hindi siya sapat kung nag-post ka lang. Dapat marunong ka ring mag-advertise. So, maraming clicks, maraming engagement ang post natin kung interesting din ang topic natin or kung maganda din ang post natin. So sa inyo, if you want to be a social media marketing VA, dapat you have the talent in sales, in marketing, in advertising, and of course, you need to know how to make content. Okay? So, how to make content? Okay, number one here, this is an example of a content, right? And you know how to create captions. So, ano yung mga captions? Before ka mag-post, dapat may message. Okay? So, that's a caption. And make sure that it's interesting. Okay? So, that's what we need as a social media marketing VA. Now, for us, we already save our captions. And we use, okay, para hindi siya pabalik-balik, we use this tool, Killbot. Okay, have you heard this one? You can use this. Okay, you just sign up in this website. And then you can use this for free if it's less than 700 characters. Okay? So, mag-accept siya dito hanggang 700 characters. So, for us, para hindi siya pabalik-balik yung caption namin, we use this Killbot and then paste it and then we click on paraphrase. So, in the next time, when we have a post, then we have a new caption. Okay? So the caption is perfect and it's correct. The grammar is correct. Dapat you have to choose standard lang para yung meaning hindi siya malayo sa original. Okay? So that's another tool that you need to learn. Next, research. Okay, so you have the talent to do research. So you can use this one if you will apply as an Amazon VA. So the client will ask you to do research some products that are saleable, products with many stars, di ba? So yun ang trabaho natin sa research. Okay? So may tawag dito, may supplier. Yan. So Walmart is one of the suppliers. So most of the times we visit Walmart and then we will look for items that are also found in Amazon. And for our job, since our client has a store here in Amazon, of course, we have to find uh, some items here from this website. Okay, this is the supplier website. So we have to find some items here that are found also in this website and make sure that the price here is lower than the Amazon. Okay? And mostly dapat sobra siya half na price para makuha mo siya doon sa criteria, because sometimes client will ask you at least may ano sila, may 5% profit, ganyan. So as a VA, dapat you know the strategies. So may mga strategies sila kung paano mag-research na makakita sila ng mga tawag dito, mga items na lesser than the Amazon. Okay? So that's a research VA. And another one is this one, writing or content creation. So if you're good in writing, then you can find jobs in onlinejobs.ph or in Upwork. Pwede ka mag-apply as a content creator or a writer. And then you have to learn graphics. Okay, again, make sure that you are good in graphics. If you are not so good, then you have to learn it. So practice lang, practice. Kasi 'di ba may kasabihan, practice means perfect. So kahit na hindi perfect, pero at least na na-enhance yung skills natin. Hindi lang gumawa lang tayo, it's because it's our job, but you have to make sure na maganda din siya, may engagement. Okay? Ano yung tinatawag niyang engagement? Merong mag-like or mag-heart doon sa post mo or mag-share, di ba? Kasi it's sad, it's very sad if you post even your personal photo, di ba? Most of the times na or mostly lahat ng mga tao, pag may mag-like sa mga post, ma-happy tayo, di ba? Okay, that's normal. Pag walang mag-like diyan sa photo mo, meaning walang nakakagusto sa post mo. So same in our job as a VA. Make sure na may mag-click doon sa post natin. Okay? So we are helping our clients, di ba? So para magtagal tayo diyan sa client natin, dapat yung output natin maganda din. Okay? So let's proceed to the next. Okay, website management. So every day they will post an article, ganyan. Tapos they will hire a VA to post an article. Mostly they are using WordPress. So if you are not familiar with WordPress and you want to learn about WordPress, then you can go to YouTube. There are a lot of tutorials in WordPress. Okay, so if you know how to use it, then tutorial, a full course. Then you can apply as a website manager. Okay, so you can manage their website. Then let's proceed. Okay, may interesting po talaga siya. Yeah. Next, we have bookkeeping. Okay, bookkeepers. So if you have already a background on this, then you can apply as a bookkeeper. So, ang tool na ano natin, kailangan natin dito is QuickBooks. Okay? So, kung hindi kayo marunong mag-QuickBooks, again, don't worry because there is Mr. YouTube. Okay? Mag-YouTube ka dyan, maraming mga tutorials. Walang mga topics na hindi mo makukuha dito sa YouTube. Nandito na lahat. So, don't worry about that. Then, customer support. Now, as a product researcher, most of the time, our client also will ask you to reply queries of their customers. So, syempre, type ka lang. Kung meron kang background dyan, then you can apply as a customer support BA. Okay? So, your task is to, of course, to reply their queries. Yan. So, don't worry because there is already a template. Mostly, may template na sila. So, kukunin mo yung mga common questions and then you have to save the answers so that every time may mag-queries, then automatic na copy and paste. So, na-notice nyo ba yun pag mag-question tayo or meron tayong problem dyan sa website? Mostly or most of the times, di ba? Their reply is parang naka-template na siya. Okay? So, parang hindi na human yung nag-reply sa'yo. So, that's our job as a VA. Then, next, we have project management. Yan. Now, what is our task as a project manager? Yan. If you go to Google, you just search project management tools. So these are the tools that you need to learn if you want to apply as a project manager. Now, this task is not so easy because you are a manager of the team. So the client will accept you if you have the talent or if you have the skill to manage people. So as a manager, of course, you need to know some tools to make your work easier. So there are a lot of tools here like Scoro. We also have here work zone, and file stage, proof. I'm not familiar with the other tools. Ito, HubSpot. Then, meron silang bago yung monday.com. Have you heard that one? Monday.com. So that's another project management tool. Now for us, we are only using Asana. So Asana, this is a free tool. So in here, you can save all your tasks. So example, you are a manager of the team. So your task is to create sample. Kasi that's the Asana of my client. Okay. We cannot use that one. So let's try to log in here. So you have to take note all these tools and then you have to log in. Yan. So to use this one, example, you will create a project. You just click that one and then create a project. So you can use templates. So what is a template? Template means that is your pattern. So it's already saved. So you don't need to design on it. So that's template. Then you can also use as a blank project. So when you click that one, You can put a title of your project. So say for instance, your project is sorry, video editing. So that's your project. And then after that, you can see the projects here. And then you can click it. Then you can create a task. Okay. So you can type a task. So what's the task? And then after that, you can put the description. So this is an instruction since you are the manager, di ba? So you'll create an instruction to your VA what to do. And then you can assign kung sino yung VA na assignan mo. So in here, in this area, this is where you can see all tasks. Yan. You can see in the inbox, you can see all activities. So say for instance, this is, there is completed activities. So makikita mo siya dito sa inbox. So again, Asana is one of the project management tools. Next, we have transcription. Okay, so this is not an easy job for me. I cannot finish my transcription in one day if it's about 30 minutes, because sometimes I cannot understand their accent. And so it's hard. So this is very common, especially if your client is a podcaster. So they will give you an audio, and then you have to listen the audio, and then you have to type everything what's on the audio, and that is transcription. So make sure that everything is perfect. Okay? Everything in the audio is really perfect. So as a VA, of course, you need to be resourceful, because we need to finish our task right away, diba? So that we can move another task, or we can do another task. Now in Google, you can search transcription tools. So again, no worries if you are not familiar with that, because there is Google, there is YouTube. So transcription tools ka lang, and then you can find here. So you don't need to do manual here in your transcription. So there are tools here that you can find where you can upload your audio file, and then there is an automatic transcription. Now, mostly, hindi siya perfect talaga, but it's 80% perfect. So all you need to do is to play, like here in transcribereally.com. So you have to explore this one. This is one of the tools in transcription. So you just sign up this one, sign up, and then upload the file, and then automatic. I-explore mo lang to ha. Explore nyo lang to kasi madali lang. Automatic na siya mag-transcribe. So para ma-perfect siya, you have to play it again and then listen, and then you have to follow on the video. Tapos kung may mali, of course, you have to change it. Okay, so there are a lot of tools here in transcriptions. So explore nyo lang after the webinar. Next, we have video editing. Now, mostly in online, we are only using simple editors because we cannot afford those computers with, with the bigger memory, di ba? So, kadalasan sa amin, we only have 8 gig, 16 gig. So, hindi natin ma-install yung tinatawag nilang Premiere, Adobe Premiere, kasi kailangan natin ng malaking space dyan, malaking memory. Yan. So, dito sa online, yung mga plain VAs kasi meron tayong tinatawag na general admin VAs. So, pag sinasabing general admin VA, dapat flexible ka. So you know how to edit photos, how to edit videos, how to manage emails, how to manage social media, lahat. Parang all around VA ka. So as a general admin VA, dapat you know how to edit videos, of course, but you don't need to be an expert on that. So at least lang, you know how to edit. So dito, sa online, most of the times, or mostly, we are only using Filmora and also Camtasia. So you can download this one called Filmora Wondershare. Yan. So ito, pwede mo tong magamit if you want to apply as a video editor. And ito, Camtasia din. Camtasia. Ito yung kadalasan na ginagamit namin kasi very light lang, sorry. Very light lang yung application. Yan. Pero kailangan din niya at least 8 gig na memory. Yan. Para ma-install siya kasi mag-stop yung installation pag lower than 8 gig. Next, we will proceed to the different types of virtual assistants. So again, we have virtual marketing, yung kanina, sa marketing, social media marketing. We also have e-commerce virtual assistant, yung naghahanap ng mga products, okay? And also the order processor or order processing VAs, so that belongs to e-commerce. And the customer support, we need also a talent on that if you want to apply as e-commerce virtual assistant. And of course here, for a real estate, yan. So meron silang tinatawag na skip tracing and list building. Okay. Skip tracing and list building. So explore that one in YouTube, how to do it if you want to apply as a real estate VA. Yan. So in there, you can see, or you will know what are the websites that you need to be familiar on that, so that you can find some houses for rent and for sale. So that's for real estate VA. So we have here virtual research. So it depends on the topic that your client wants to research. So research ka lang. And then there is also a virtual administrative assistant. So ito yung tinatawag nilang general admin virtual assistant. Yan. So it depends on the business of your client. So say for instance, if your client is a realtor, so as a general admin VA, dapat you know how to call contacts or call customers, di ba? Kasi kadalasan dyan sa real estate, dapat nagtawag sila, di ba? So dapat marunong tayong makipag-communicate din sa client niya. Now, in general admin VA, sometimes the client will ask you to manage their social media, to manage their websites. Yan. So, dapat all around dito. Again, you don't need to be an expert, but at least you have an idea how to do it. Okay, you know what are the different tools, okay, for you to do your task. Okay. Next, the virtual design assistant. So they are web designers or web developers. So this one is not an easy job. You need time on this, but the rate is very good. Mostly you will receive 30 plus. But it depends on the clients because other clients will only give you 20,000 or 30,000 in web design. So depende siya. So wag kayong maniwala dyan. Pag example, may post na, oh, you will receive, do you want to work as a virtual assistant? Then you will receive 80,000 or 50,000. No. Yung mga thousands na yan, depende yan siya sa talent mo. Okay? So hindi siya it's not easy to work here. It's not easy to apply. Yan. Because clients are choosing the best VAs, of course, they will choose those who have really a background, okay, who are really fit to their business. Yan. So, a normal rate of a VA is only 15,000. 15, you can also find some rates with 10,000. Yan. May rate na 12. Tapos, if you have an experience, then you can ask them to improve your salary. Example, 20,000, ganyan. So, yung salary ng VA, nagdepende siya sa skill mo. Yan. So, ang sweldo, depende siya sa work. Example dito, mas mahal. Yung sa iba, mas mura. Ito, sa virtual assistant, virtual admin VA, mas mura yan. Siguro nasa 15, 17, or 20, ganyan. So, may mga may mga trabaho din or mga VAs din na tumatanggap ng malalaki. So, depende siya sa sa ma-applyan mo na client. Kung maka-apply ka ng mura, okay lang if you are a newbie, kasi di ba we are building our online portfolio, kailangan natin i-improve yan. So halimbawa, first time pa tayo dito sa online, then do not demand too much. Okay? So pwedeng, kung example, mag-offer siya 10,000. For me, okay lang kung newbie kasi from that, I can learn naman, di ba? Maka-learn ako ng tools. Then, if example, after a few months, pwede na ako mag-apply ng another job na better yung salary. Yun. So, yun ang dapat gawin nyo. Do not skip. Huwag kayong mag-shortcut dyan. Siguro nakarinig kayo ng mga sweldo from your friends na malaki yung sahod nila. Now, again, depende yan siya. Depende yan siya sa experience. Hindi pwedeng mag-shortcut dito sa Kailangan talaga natin ng time. Yan. And also, we need to have skills. It's not easy to apply here online, actually. If you have a friend that can refer, then it's better. Pero if you are alone, then you need to study first all tools. Okay? Hindi ka pwedeng maka-apply diretso. Yan. So these are the common salary of virtual assistants. Okay, sa Upwork may mga mga $7 per hour, $9 per hour. So when you say $9, it's more than 50,000 a month, right? So, okay siya, syempre. Pero again, ano lang yan. Hindi siya common na sweldo sa VA. Now, if you are a newbie, you need to start from $2 per hour. Yan. $2 or even 1.5. Yan. Okay. So, para ma-improve tayo. Kasi hindi pwedeng diretsyo. Kasi kung hinahanap natin yung malaking sweldo, tapos wala pa tayong background, then hindi tayo maka-move forward. Yan. Hindi tayo ma-accept dyan. So dapat you have to accept the reality na kailangan talaga natin mag-start sa mura. Okay? So example, 1.5 per hour times 8. If you are full-time VA, then click on equals 12. Okay, 12. So that's $12 times 50. Okay. 600 per day. Okay, so that's for 1.5 per hour. Tapos, i-times natin to 5. Then you have 3,000 in 1 week. Tapos, for 1 month, you have 12. Tapos, minusan natin sa internet. So, mostly 1,599 or 1,500. Lagay natin 1,500. Tapos, kuryente pa. So, kung meron kayong aircon, so maybe 2,500, di ba? Sorry. 2,500. Tapos, pagkain pa natin. So, kung single ka, okay lang, di ba? Pero kung mother ka, tapos may trabaho naman yung asawa mo, okay lang din. Yan. But if you are alone, tapos may ano ka, syempre, nagbibigay ka pa ng pera dun sa parents or ano. Pwede naman, pero tiyaga lang talaga, tiyaga. For few months, ito lang. Tapos, your salary will be increased after a few months. After 6 months, maybe, you can apply another job. Yan. So, pwede naman. So, example ha, mag-apply kayo. Ngayon, tatanggapin niyo yung 10,000. Pwede naman, while you are on that job, mag-apply ka naman ulit. And then you can find another client. So, yun ang ginagawa ng mga VAs. Yan. So, kadalasan dito common, yung 10,000 is only part-time. Yan. Pag meron ka ng background. So, 10,000 is only 3 hours or 4 hours a day. Pwede yun. Okay? So, kung example, mag-apply ka sa Upwork, $3 per hour man ang Upwork, tapos meron siyang kaltas, magiging 2.4 na lang. So, i-times natin yan 8, tapos times 50. So, this is our per day. Times natin 5, tapos i-times natin 4 for 1 month. So, this is your monthly salary. So, okay na siya, di ba? So, mas okay na doon ka mag-apply sa Upwork. Yan. Tapos, ang Upwork kasi, maganda siya kay pag once na mag-end na yung contract, obligado yung client na magbigay ng stars sa'yo. Kaya, pagbutihin mo yung performance mo para meron kang 5 stars doon sa Upwork. Okay? Then, after that, pwede ka nang humingi ng $4 per hour. Yan. And then, magiging $5. For 1 year or 2 years, pwede ka nang humingi ng $5. Yan. So, that's the reality in online. Hindi siya diretsyo na, malaking sweldo. No. Don't believe on that. The next, okay, ito yung pinaka-topic natin, di ba? Ito yun. How to enhance our skills as a virtual assistant. Okay? So, if you are already a VA, then you can still take an online class or an online course for you to enhance, okay? For you to improve your skills. If you are a newbie, I encourage you to take online course. Now, there are a lot of websites. You can even go to Udemy. Okay. So, in Udemy, you can buy a course here. Yan, buy a course in online. Example is e-commerce, yung e-commerce, or if you want to learn about general admin VA, so you just search here. Yan. Or social media marketing, so sign up ka lang. Now, kadalasan ang course dito is, okay, may mga 1-4, so depende siya kung ano yung course na hinahanap mo. Or type natin virtual assistant course. So magkano yung virtual assistant course? 1,900. 1,900 only. Yan. So dito, syempre, video lang. Tapos, okay, may description dito. May videos. Tapos ikaw lang, syempre, ikaw lang ang mag-watch ka lang, and then they will also give you activities on this. Okay? So, if you want to buy, Udemy is the best website to go. So, you just take an online course yan, for you to be enhanced or to be improved. Next, network. So, you need to have more friends here, of course. So, how to make friends in online? You go to Facebook and then you join some virtual assistant groups here. So, type ka lang. Virtual assistant groups. Then, you can find some groups like this one. Join ka lang. Join ka sa mga groups. And then here, you can make friends here because every day people are posting jobs here. So you can message them. So if example, you can find here some job posts, then you can message those clients who posted jobs. And then you can also add this a friend because obviously they are aspiring VAs, right? They are already a virtual assistants. So pwede ka makipag-friends dito. So you have to make network. So you go to different groups and then you have to read every day. They have posts. Now in Quick Desk, we have Filipino freelancers. So you can join here. And so this is a group for virtual assistants. Tapos may mga clients din dito na nagpo-post ng mga hiring. So like this one, they are hiring virtual assistants, video editor. Then may mga qualifications, syempre, kailangan ng qualifications dyan. Yan, so meron din ditong na-post for their coaching if you want to enroll. So you can join here. Everyone is invited. So maraming mga posts dito. Oh. Graphic design course, course pala ito. Hindi siya work. So may mga trabaho dito. So mag-join lang kayo. So next, accept assignments that require you to practice your skills. So say for instance, you are really curious in online. So you go to onlinejobs.ph and then you sign up here and then you apply for a job. So example, na-accept ka and then you are not so familiar with that task, but the client accepted you because maybe nakita niya na fit ka doon sa trabaho. But for you, feeling mo, hindi ka fit. Yan. Don't refuse on that because in that way, you'll be improved. Yan. So even if you are not familiar with those tools, don't worry because again, there are a lot of tutorials out there that you can go for you to know or for you to learn those tools that you're not familiar with. So don't refuse that one. So that's what we are always we always encourage our VAs na if you are not familiar with that, don't worry, because we are here to help you, we are here to guide you. Okay? So, yun. Next, use voluntary roles to practice your skills and develop your knowledge. So, example, nag-apply ka ng trabaho. But sometimes, client will tell you, oh, I will give you a trial for 2 weeks just to let me know if we are fit for the job or if you are fit for the job. Now, don't refuse on that. Just accept even if it's free, because in that way, of course, you'll be improved. Okay? So there are times that the client will give you some tools. Yan. So sa work natin, marami tayong matutunan. Kung nag-enroll tayo sa isang course dito sa online, mas marami pa tayong matutunan dyan sa trabaho natin. Kasi ano na siya, di ba? Na-apply mo na yung natutunan mo sa trabaho. So, do not refuse if example, mag-offer sila ng free trial kasi at the end, ikaw pa rin ang maka-benefit, di ba? So, kahit na after 2 weeks, hindi ka pa rin ma-accept niya after 2 weeks. Kung feeling mo ginamit ka lang niya, don't think on that. Kasi your output can be used as your portfolio. So say for instance, the client will give you 2 weeks task. Then your task is to manage his or her social media. And of course, di ba, sa social media, kailangan natin mag-create ng mga post sa Canva, no? So every day, save natin yan. Lagay natin siya sa Google Drive natin. So after 2 weeks, kung hindi ka pa hindi ka niya tinanggap kasi feeling niya hindi ka talaga qualified, no worries, because you can use that one in your next application. Okay? Pero kung feeling nyo na 1 month, no, do not accept 1 month, 1 month free trial. Kasi yung iba, inaabuso na rin nila yung mga VAs. Yan. So after 1 month, hindi sila, wala na, hindi na sumipot. Hindi na nagre-reply ng email. So 2 weeks is pinaka mataas na yun na trial period. Next, combine your professional skills with a hobby. Yan. So, kung example, skilled ka sa designing. So, yun talaga yung niche mo, yung interest mo. Then, you have to be consistent. Okay? Parang habit mo na siya ba na every day you are doing it, because in that way, may improve ka talaga. Okay? 'Di ba? Yung kanina sinabi ko na pag constant practice, okay, mapi-perfect natin yung trabaho natin. Okay? Kung hindi man siya perfect, pero enhance talaga or improve siya. Okay? So, dapat happy ka on what you are doing. Yan. So, sa atin, since we need to have more skills, you need to be flexible or versatile, or dapat marami tayong natutunan or all around VA tayo. Dapat you have to choose the best skills that you are happy to do. So example, in our discussion here, di ba, these are the common tasks of a VA. But you are not really good in website management. You are not so good in project management because you don't have a management skill. Yan. And you are not also happy on doing transcription. But you are happy other things like you are happy in calendar management, in email, yeah. So you have to focus on your niche. Okay, what is your niche? Meaning to say, you have to focus your strength. So kung saan ka na kung saan yung strength mo, then doon ka mag-focus. Okay? You can skip other skills. Yeah. Because if you are doing it constantly, then your skills will be improved. Next, be resourceful. Yan. So example, you have applied a job here. And then, when you open the job or the description, there are a lot of tools that you are not familiar with. Yeah. You are not familiar on that. But you feel that you can do it. Yan. So if you are not familiar with the tools in the job description, you have to list down all all tools that you are not familiar, and then you go to again YouTube. You go there and then you type those tools that you are not familiar. So be resourceful. So list down all tools that you know and list down all tools that you don't know. Yan. And don't wait for the others. You can do it with your own. Okay? Next, be creative. Yan. So if you are making designs, make sure na creative. Inline din siya sa graphics. So maganda siya. Dapat. So when you post it, make sure that the color combination is good. Make sure that the people will like it or will put a heart on it, or they are happy to share with your post. Okay? Because they are not happy if they can see uh, a design which is not so good. Design na parang hindi contrast yung color, di ba? Design na kahit anong color na nilagay dyan. Okay? Hindi pwedeng more than 5 or more than 6 colors na yan. Hindi pwede. Kasi sa graphics, may rules talaga yan. So for now, in graphics, pag may 3 colors ka na, ang ika-third color, highlight na yan. Highlighter, naka-highlight na siya. So that's it. So be organized. Yan. So if you have so many tasks na to do, dapat you have to list down and you know which is the priority. So you have to list down all your tasks, and then you have to prioritize your tasks. Be organized. Next, be flexible. So how to become flexible? Dapat we know most of the tools in virtual assistants. Okay? So be familiar with the tools in this VAs. So when we say virtual marketing assistant, ano yung tool na dapat alam natin dito? Sorry ha, makapin na yung lalamunan. For a while. So, dapat familiar ka sa mga tools ng mga VAs. Be flexible kasi anytime yung contract natin sa client, ma-end. Yan. So, anytime mawawala yung trabaho. Ito lang yung parang disadvantage sa online. Disadvantage siya. Kasi anytime mawala. Pero, maraming mga available jobs. Marami tayong mga opportunities. So if you will apply a VA, you don't stick on one job only. So that when that job will be ended, then you still have a reserve. Yan. So after applying, apply ka ulit para meron kang reserve na trabaho. Next, learn how to batch your work. So, dapat by batch. So, kung virtual assistant ka na, tapos marami ka ng trabaho, dapat hindi mo siya i-insert. So, say for instance, your task is social media management. At the same time, you'll do email management. At the same time, you'll do appointment settings. Ganyan. So, hindi pwedeng sa ngayon, 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. rather to 10 a.m. nag-check ka ng emails. Tapos, i-insert mo yung pagde-design mo, i-insert mo pa yung kahit anong trabaho mo dyan. Kasi, pag ganyan, hindi maganda yung output natin. Yan. So, dapat i-batch natin by batch. So, halimbawa, 8 to 10, nag-check ka ng emails, reply ka ng mga emails, then pagka 10, gawa ka ng design sa Canva for your social media, ganyan. And then after that, ano pa yung trabaho mo, ganyan. In that way, focus ka sa isang trabaho, then your output is very, very good. Okay? So, yun yung mga, sikreto, marami ka ng trabaho. I-batch-batch mo yan. Guys, sa akin, here I have in front of me, meron akong mga naka-check. Kung sino yung mga clients ko, nilalagay ko siya sa bullet. Tapos, nilalagay ko kung ano yung trabaho ko sa isang client. Tapos, meron akong oras. Siguro, in 8 a.m., kadalasan nag-start ako 7 a.m. kahit na 8 a.m. yung work. So mag-start ako 7 a.m. Tapos mag-check ako ng emails, and after that kung meron pang mga concern yung client, uunahin ko 'yan. Tapos in the next example 10 a.m. na naman, another client na naman. So yun, kadalasan sa akin sila, mga full-time, pero yung iba, gina-share ko lang sa ibang VAs. Kasi syempre, hindi ko na siya kaya. And then, of course, I am also helping others, especially to, mga relatives and yan. So, you can accept many clients as long as you can do your part. So, be honest lang ha, kay yun lang ang parang mai-advise ko sa inyo na kung matanggap na kayo sa trabaho, dapat i-love nyo yun kasi mahirap mag-apply sa online. Okay? Mahirap. Sa umpisa, mahirap siya. Pero kung naka-start ka na, since you already have the experience, madali ka nang matanggap in the next application. Kasi sa CV natin, makikita na ng client na meron na tayong experience, diba? So, yun, pag once na na-accept ka sa isang trabaho, you have to do your part talaga. Kung merong timer, then you have to do it honestly. Yan. Kasi yun ang kadalasan na reason bakit hindi nagtagal yung VA sa isang client. Kasi hindi sila honest. So ito lang talaga ang sikreto para successful ka sa trabaho mo or sa online, be honest lang talaga all the time. Yan. So you have to do your part as a VA. Iisipin mo na syempre they are giving money to you, dapat ikaw din na dapat you have to do your duties and responsibilities also as a virtual assistant. Okay? So these are the things that you need to remember for you to enhance your skills as a VA. So number one of that, you need to take an online course. Kasi there are terms here in online that we are not familiar. Yan. So that's what I feel before na akala ko alam ko na kasi syempre computer yung course ko. Feeling ko familiar na ako sa mga tools. Hindi pala pag-enroll ko ng training, doon ko nalalaman na meron palang mga tools sa social media, meron palang mga tools diyan sa SEO. Have you heard SEO? So SEO, we are not familiar with that, right? SEO. We will know, or you will know on that if you will enroll online. Yan. So kahit saan dyan, the training centers, you can go to Facebook, you can search some training centers, and then you can enroll. Or again, if you want self-paced, there are many training centers out there. Then you just watch videos and then you can follow on the videos. Pwede naman din. So it's your choice kung ano yung gagawin mo. Yan. So ito yung mga common websites where you can go if you want to apply virtual assistant. So you just go to upwork.com and then sign up there. Tapos, syempre, pagandahin mo yung, pagandahin mo yung profile mo. Lagyan mo ng mga ratings, yung mga skills, mag-rate ka. So, here in onlinejobs.ph, I have an account here. Then, here you can put about you, about yourself, and what are the tools that you know. So these are the skill summary. And then, so ito yung advantage if nag-training ka. Kasi meron kang ma-add dyan sa profile mo. Kung wala kang training, tapos nag-YouTube, pwede man din. Lagay mo dito din kung ano yung mga tools na alam mo. Kaya lang, yung sa training, kailangan, kasi doon, you will receive certificates, di ba? So, that's a plus. Yan. A plus yan kung mag-a-apply ka ng virtual assistant. Next, how to search job here. So, you just click on the job seeker. Then here, for a while, job seeker rather. Yeah, ito, sa profile. Tapos, search ka. Example, mas madali dito kung nag-start ka pa lang, dito ka mag-apply sa Amazon. Amazon Product Researcher. Ito. Yan. Apply ka dyan. Tapos, dapat you have to prepare your CV. So, nandito may link siya. Okay. Kung saan ka mag-apply. Copyhin mo lang. Tapos, i-open mo siya. Paste here. And then, you have to fill out this form. So, kung mag-apply tayo ng trabaho, dapat naka-ready na yung resume natin. Now, sa Canva, pwede kang mag-create ng resume dito. Search mo lang, resume. Saan na yun? Okay. Resume. Ito, So, ito na yung mga resume sa online. Hindi na yung naka-Word. Pwede rin, kung gusto nyo gamitin yung naka-Word, pwede din. Kaya lang, dito sa sa Canva, maganda yung template niya, di ba? So, may skills, na-rate niya yung skills niya. So, you can adjust your percentage here. Yan. So, pwede mo siyang i-adjust. So, explore this one. So, prepare. Kung gusto nyo mag-apply ng trabaho sa online, i-prepare nyo talaga ang CV or resume. And another website, we have here, Golans. Yan, pwede ka mag-apply dito din. So, lahat dito kailangan ng except so who draw this one? I forgot to disable the annotation. Now, you can sign up here and then you can apply for a job. And you can also join, pwede dito, you can find some jobs in Facebook groups. Okay, next we have, okay, I will first. Next, of course, we want you to know about us. Okay. Kung sino yung mga tao dito sa fitness. Ano yung mga ino-offer namin. Now, we started June 18, 2017. Before, we have a physical training talaga. So, students came here and then we trained them in different tools and we really have an application. So, parang school talaga siya. But since pandemic, nag-online na kami. So, we offer different courses online. And number one is administrative assistance. So if you want to enroll to us, of course, so we will guide you some tools on how to use it in admin. And of course, we have video editing and in the second week. And we have social media marketing. Then e-commerce. So we will teach you on how to find products in Amazon, and we will give you some tools on how to do it. And you have we will teach you on how to build Shopify store. And of course, there is a content writing, appointment setting, resume writing, LinkedIn profile writing, and then you will undergo mock interview. We have photo editing. Then we will help you to build your online portfolio. So in our training, we apply this one, onlinejobs.ph, Upwork, LinkedIn, Wix, and also WordPress. Okay, so that one belongs to building an online portfolio. So at the end of the training, you will have your website. Then we have email marketing, SEO, and also real estate. But the other courses like real estate, this is only a video. But this one, we have an application. Other topics are only video because you need to pay on this for you to apply. So since sa amin, i-guide lang namin kayo on how to do it, on how to apply. Kasi in working, okay, in your job, you don't need to create your own account. Yan, because client will give you their account. So ikaw ang mag-access. So ang purpose dito para alam niyo lang kung paano siya gamitin. Okay? So those are the courses that we offer, and this is equivalent to 2.5 months. Yan. So in 1 week, you will have 15 hours, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay? So if you want to learn more about us, then you have to enroll our course. You can enroll, but again, you have a choice. Okay? So, pwedeng doon sa iba, syempre, you can search other training centers. So, at least lang in this webinar, na naging familiar kayo sa mga trabaho ng VAs. Diba? Kasi kadalasan sa inyo, newbies. Yan. So, just PM us if you want to join us. And this is our website. You can search quickdeskvirtualsolutions.com. So this is our website, and you can go to team to see all coaches that are here. Now our coaches are teachers also. So me, before, I work as a school registrar. I graduated BS Computer Science and Education. I am coaching virtual assistants. Yan, so that's about me. My name is Lucinda Piserla Tubalan. And this one, si Ma'am Leia, siya yung head ng BSIT program also sa USEP sa Davao. And she is our professor or teacher in graphics. So she is the one who will teach you soon if you will enroll to us in graphics, Photoshop, and also Adobe Illustrator. Si Ma'am Army, siya yung magtuturo ng content writing, yung appointment settings, resume writings, LinkedIn profile writing, and also cover letter writing. Siya din yung mag-i-interview sa inyo kasi lahat ng mga trainees namin dadaan talaga sa interview. Okay? Para ma-ready na sila kung sila na naman ang mag-a-apply ng trabaho. And si Sir Mark, husband siya ni Ma'am Army, siya yung nagtuturo ng video editing and social media marketing. Okay, so siya graduate ng business management. Si Ma'am Army naman, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science, Master of Arts in Teaching. Then si Ma'am Cyrene, siya yung sa web development, BSIT din siya sa STI. And then si Sir Eric, siya yung nagtuturo sa e-commerce. Yan. So ito yung mga coaches namin dito sa QuickDesk. So if you want to learn about our students, we have here testimonials about our happy VAs. So ito yung mga testimonials nila. And meron din doon sa Facebook page namin, you can read our reviews. So you can see, or you will know about us, more about us by reading our reviews. So if you want to enroll, you can click this one, enroll now, and then you fill out the form. Yan. Fill out. You have choices. Yan, here. So if you want to pay full payment, it's only 3.5. But if you will pay for this week, we will give you 500 discount. So kung sino yung sa amin, kasi parang may nag-send na sa amin last day or yesterday ba yun, na nag-full ng 3.5, i-refund namin yun. Ibabalik namin. So for this week, 3,000 only. Yan. Pero after that, in the next week, then doon ka sana. Dito ka. Mag-pay ka or mag-down ka ng 1.5, tapos 3.5 ang overall. So yung 2,000 na balance, babayaran mo yan within 2 months. Yan. Within the training. And we will give you logins to our website. So all students will have, or we will give them logins here so that they can view the recorded video. So our training is live, and at the same time, we record our training so that if you cannot join the live, you can still view the recorded video. And we have, of course, we have an application. Marami kaming mga activities. Example, dito sa admin, sa first week, meron kaming mga activities dito na marami like sa audio editing, transcription. Yan, so yun ang mga activities namin. Tapos dito, maraming mga activities dyan. So, during our training, ma-enhance yung skills mo. At the same time, yung activities natin, magagamit natin siya as your portfolio or as your samples so that you will be accepted in the job. Kasi mahirap kung wala tayong samples. Pag sinabi, pag mag-ask si client, do you know how to manage social media? And then you will say, yes. And what are the tools that you know? And then you will say, Canva. Do you have samples on that? The client will ask you samples. So if you don't have samples, of course, the client will find another applicant. Okay? So, ang sample ang pinaka-importante. Kaya yung iba nagtatanong sa amin, ma'am, pwede after training, automatic ba may trabaho kami? The answer is no. Okay? So, ikaw mismo ang gagawa ng sarili mong portfolio. So, if you are diligent during the training, then chances, malaki ang chances dyan na tatanggap ka kaagad sa trabaho. Kasi, nagtiyaga ka sa training pa lang. Then, may mga may mga instances, gaya ngayon, may client na naghahanap ng Amazon VA. So, pag nakita namin doon sa training na gumagawa ka ng mga assignments, then of course, ikaw yung mauuna na ma-refer namin. So, we can help you to find a job, of course. So, we will guide you on how to make a very nice output, a very nice portfolio, so that you will be hired as a virtual assistant. So, within the training, you will create your online portfolio and we will guide you to apply until you can land a job. Okay? So even if you are already finished or you already completed the training, still you can approach us, you can still message us if you need the guidance. Okay? But we assure you that after the training, you will become an independent VA. Yan, independent ka na kasi nandito na lahat. We guide you everything. Okay? Then, you will receive 28 certificates. So, bakit 28? Kasi isa-isahin namin yan. Example, this one is one certificate. This is another certificate. Another certificate. Okay, so that's why you will receive 28 certificates. Then the requirements, we require at least i3 processor because other applications will not run, okay, if it's lower than that, okay, lower than i3. And of course, since the training is online, you need to have a stable internet connection. Okay. Then you can join to our group. Okay, so we have virtual group, virtual assistant groups in QuickDesk. So only QuickDesk students can join here. And this one is open to all, even if you are not a student in QuickDesk, you can still join here. So dito, you can see some job posts. You can have you can see some tools that the clients are using kasi 'di ba during their yung sa job description when they post, 'di ba, may mga tools na nilagay kung ano yung kinakailangan nila sa trabaho. So pwede kang mag-ano doon, mag-join. So, those are the topics. We already finished the topics for tonight. If you have questions, then you can ask me. And if you want to access the recorded video, you can access this one in QuickDesk YouTube channel. We will upload this one to our channel. Okay? Just tomorrow.